Throughout the COVID-19 crisis, we have seen some examples of those leaders making the right decisions, taking the right actions, and showing exemplary leadership. But we've also seen plenty of examples of not only poor leadership, but instances where leaders, through their actions, endangered the lives of millions.
When we first proposed the topic for our event, I remember that was back in the early spring, and we were thinking about responsible leadership during the early outbreak of the pandemic, when Austria and other European countries were going into their first lockdowns. And we were hoping by the time this event would take place, we would be talking about post-pandemic, which obviously has not happened. So I wonder, given the more recent circumstances, if you have changed your perspective on what responsible leadership in times of crisis is?
My perspective has changed, When we think about leadership, we tend to think of the larger-than-life leaders we read about in the business magazines or in history books, political leaders, powerful CEOs. But this is not the main focus of our WU Matters event. We don't want to turn this into a blame game, quite the opposite. We will focus on examples of positive leadership.
So could you share just a few that you've observed?
Sure. Examples of what we call everyday leaders would be the large number of people working in the healthcare sector, doctors, nurses, other healthcare workers who worked insane hours during the worst time of the pandemic and still are, and risk their lives to help others, often without getting much recognition. To me, this is an example of leadership, that when faced with a difficult situation, you have someone who takes the lead and steps in and takes the necessary actions, and this is the focus of our event.